D.C. is going to end this year with more than 200 homicides. Overnight, there were 3 separate shootings across the district. 3 people are dead and somebody else was injured. Bullets flew in 3 of our city's 4 quadrants: northeast, northwest, and southeast. Now, this violence impacts all of us. The D.C. Police Union says this is the first time in 2 decades that more than 200 people were killed 2 years in a row. In 2012, the homicide rate was just over 100. And just in Ward 2 alone, they say there's been more than 25 murders, a 40% jump from 3 years ago. The union chairman is criticizing the council for overhauling the criminal code and putting in measures he says stops officers from doing their jobs.
It's incredibly unfortunate. It's incredibly tragic, and we're hoping that cooler heads will prevail at some point, and we can try to roll back some of these policies to try to get some of these neighborhoods back to where they need to be. The whole system is broken, if you ask us. I mean, the policing, prosecutions, criminal justice, supervision, it all needs a complete overhaul at this point.
I want to show you a breakdown of crime data in D.C. We're going to start with the number of homicides, which have actually gone down by about 11%. You had 226 in 2021 and 202 this year. Now, if you can look at the totality of violent crime in the district, it's actually gone down. Robbery is the only violent crime right here that's gone up, and only by about 2% from 2021 to this year. Now, on the whole, violent crime in the district, it is down 7%, which works out to about 280 less offenses this year than last. And crime in general, including the nonviolent type, it's down 4%. So all of this, the numbers, they might be slightly down from last year, but obviously crime is still concerning. Our Matthew Torres is in our community having real conversations with our neighbors tonight.
With the new year around the corner, a time to reflect. For those standing at the corner of shock and concern.
There's a lot of cards here.
It's a lot. It's unsettling.
This is so sad.
As 2022 comes to a close, another violent chapter comes to an end.
Rashad Davis.
Lonzo Malcolm.
Keith Allen. David Scott.
Clayton Marshall.
D.C. surpassing more than 200 homicides for 2 years in a row.
202.
202 homicides this year in D.C.
The number may be slightly down from the year before.
Even if people say it's gone down, it's still a very large number.
But it's the first time having that many back-to-back in nearly 20 years.
I'm totally sick and tired of it. I don't know why it has to happen. We're killing for what?
So I don't think it's particularly one thing that causes crime, but I think we should start with more vigilance on the street.
As a social worker, I think there's a lot of things that the city has done, but I think more could be done to address sort of these larger systemic issues.
Tiffany Wiggins,
Antoine Brown,
Brandon Smith,
Sean Minor.
From southeast to northwest.
David Boyd, Arthur Harrison Jr.,
Justin Johnson.
Lakita Young.
I also used to teach high school, so when I read the names, I just think about the high schoolers I used to teach.
Behind every number of death, the name of someone's child.
I don't know how it feels as a mother to lose their child, but the thought of it devastates me.
Reading them out loud makes the reality of crime in our city that much more real.
It's important to say the names, but like, what else?
With a new year ahead, a reminder violence maintains a strong grip.
I don't need to hear the names to understand the effect and to know that it's a serious issue or problem.
I hope it just begins to be a new beginning.
Matthew Torres, WUSA 9.